Hello and welcome to the channel, Cali Legends Media. Thanks to all the subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Your opinion is very important. And also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we'll go live or whenever we drop a video. Okay, so this video right here, this video, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I was watching a video, I think it was last night, by Haters World. Dude from the Haters World was speaking on these dudes from Hazard, I believe, some veteranos that had some things to say about prison, and basically they were trying to discourage, the youth from joining gangs, doing drugs, going to prison, all of that way of life. And I was noticing that in the video of the older dude from Hazard, he was mentioning about be careful going to prison. You don't want to end up being somebody's toy, and that he mentions this about 3 times, and it seems to have been surprising to homie from Haters World, like, I think he even mentioned, I think he's saying these things to scare the kids so they don't want to go to jail. I understand. I'm a lot older than homie from the Haters World, and he's probably not aware of the way things were back in the days, even in the early 70s, man, the 60s for sure. People had openly had their punks, they openly had their boy toys, and these guys would do their laundry, clean the cell, iron their clothes, jailhouse iron, where you lay them out flat and you put them under the mattress between newspapers. And anyways, they'd iron their clothes, wash them if they needed washing. Whatever a wife would do at home, that's what these boys would do for these dudes, right? You got to remember, a lot of these guys, they had life. They were never going home. They were never going to have a woman. That was as close a simulation that I guess that they could wrap their head around, and it was done that way, What started happening was a lot of these dudes would be falling in love with their punks, and they'd get into it. You miss with somebody's punk, they were coming for you. It's just like if you miss with somebody's wife, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? You get caught, you get dealt with in the worst way by the jealousy of the husband or boyfriend, right? Same shit. Anyways, it got bad. It got so bad that that the homies made it a rule: no homosexual activity will be allowed. They put a stop to it. But you got to remember, they were taken off the yards for almost 30 years. Okay? And a lot of times the people in charge would let things go, let things happen. Even in 2005, when I was in there last in prison, there was a dude living with one of them dudes on the yard. You know what I mean? And I told the story about the brother that killed his Sally. We heard the alarms go off. We were on lockdown. We were always on lockdown, 3 months, 2 months, 6 months. For any little bullshit, they were locking us down. Here, there's no more lockdowns. Now they just find the perpetrators and open the yard back up, Talk, the juras talk to who they got to talk to and let people talk. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, everything's cool. All right, boom. resume programs. Everybody wants program. With program, there's movement. With movement, there's productivity. You know, you could do things. It's better than being locked in the cell all the time, you know? Your hands tied. Anyways, yeah, it was still going on because we were on a lockdown and the alarm went off. And when stuff like that happens, you know something's jumping off, you know, and you right away, you hit the window and you start looking for things, you know? Sometimes doors get cracked and, you know, the two warring races go at it, you know. They'll run up in the cell or maybe they'll both come out and get down right there, you know, with their fierros, you know. It's just sometimes they're running showers and one of the dudes out for a shower is no good. He came in during the lockdown and they checked his paper. Vato's no good. So when they let out for showers, they get him. Well, when you're on lockdown and the alarm's going off, there's something happening somewhere, you know. Anyways, this day was in our building. So I was looking out the door and I couldn't see anything, you know. All I could see was a CO standing at one of the doors, like about 3-4 cells down from me. And then a bunch of them ran in, the squad ran in, you know, some of administration ran in, the warden came, they're all over there talking. A little while after, they hem up the little guy that's in the cell, and they take him downstairs and sit him on one of the tables downstairs. And they're talking to dude that's seated outside, and his cell, he's still in the cell, and you know, the person talking to him is writing, I guess, a report, right? Incident report. And up by the cell, down the tier from me, I'm on the top tier. You see them writing and talking, and then they come and they're taking pictures, and then they take dude out from downstairs. They walk him off. Well, it turned out that his Sally, and he was a big bruiser, that dude, had been doing things to this little dude, man. You know, he was, he was, you know, putting hands on him. And finally, dude said enough, and, you know, he unalived his Sally. So, you know, they came eventually, and they took the dude out of the cell. Then these guys came in, these white hazmat type suits, paper suits that they put on, and they cover their shoes and the whole, completely covered. And they're in there and they're cleaning up all the mess that was made, right? So it was happening a few cells down. I don't know how many people knew about it. We didn't. We had no clue. We found out after why it happened, you know. And then I started remembering different situations. Well, no wonder they used to act like that with each other and this, and you know, it kind of made sense. Everything came together in my mind that dude had enough, you know. The little dude had enough. So it happens still. It still happens. I don't know about now. Things have changed. It's a different world now. Before, the people in charge were put in charge by the real person who was running things. And sometimes some of them didn't have that much experience. They just had very good acquaintance with the people the person they were working for, and you know, held a position. But yeah, even in 2005, it was still happening. I hear it all the time. Different people make videos about the booty bandit, the big bad booty bandit. You hear all kinds of crazy stories, you know, especially if they send you out of state, you know. Anyways, county jail, you best believe there's all kinds of weird stuff going on in there. They dress up like female. You seen the thumbnail? Those thumbnails are from the county jail. That those people have their own dorm, okay, and yeah, they dress like that. They use candies, like the different color candies, the M&Ms, to put lipstick and eyeshadow and they'll make fucking high heels out of fucking shower chanclas. They don't give a shit, you know. If you've seen the thumbnail, you'll see the shit they come out with, that one dude made a dress, looked like out of sheets or I don't know what, but yeah, it's crazy, and they sheet up their bunks and they run their business, and guys have been known to go to those to go to that dorm. They say that, yeah, they mess around like that, right? So the sheriffs have to separate them and put them in there, but they're only in there just to get their pimp on, and then also, some of them like to fool around like that. A lot of prisons, they even sell women cosmetics, man, for the men. I even heard there was the GBGs, the, what is it, gay boy gang or something, I don't know, in the SNY yard, where they got deep, man, and they were putting the smash, on the yards. You got to remember, these are men, and if they're exercising and stuff, they could get just as strong as the next man, They just have a sexual preference that's opposite to ours, and they can fight. Some of them could fight. I've heard of some of them fight. I heard of some of them get down in riots, man, and be dropping people, and going back to back with their sallies and tearing it up, like crazy shit. But yeah, they've even have sent men to women's prisons, that are somewhere in the transitional process, and they got to see a psych and stuff, and if they prove that they truly believe that they're female and they've been getting hormones and all this other stuff, they give it to them in prison, they end up sending them to a woman's prison, men in women's prisons. That's crazy. Anyways, things have changed, man. From back in the days, I strongly believe in the main line. If it's happening now, it'd be going on very, very quietly. Very, very much on the down low. Especially with the sureños and the norteños. I don't know with the whites. I don't know with the blacks. I don't know, but I know it would be strictly enforced with the raza. And but I haven't been there since the gates have opened, since they emptied out the bay. I really can't speak on how it is in there. I could speak on how it was before they took them off the line, all of the heavy hitters. But since they've been back, they came back with a whole new game. So I really don't know how it is. And it's good that I don't. I don't. It's like that's a need to know, and I don't need to know. But yeah, jail's a crazy place, man. And what those veteranos were saying on the clip that Haters World was watching, I believe they were talking about a different time. It's a very old video, you can tell. And these vatos were veteranos. They probably seen it going down like that, because it was very much like they're speaking, back in the days. I think by the time dude from Haters World was born and he grew up and got old enough to go in there to the state, if he's been there, I'm not sure if he's been to the state or not, but if he has, then it would have already been like minimized done away with or done very, very, very much on the DL. So I could understand his response and his thinking, you know. But you could see the clip on the Haters World. I'll have to get the name of the video because I know some of you might ask me for it. So I'll look at my history and get it so that if I see it in the comment section, I'll put it on there. If somebody asks what video that is, a lot of you probably have seen it already. I know I've seen it before. You know, the Veteranos video when it was put out by itself. Haters World, I guess, came across it whenever he did that video. I don't know how long ago he actually put that video out, but I just ran across the Haters World watching it just the other night, and I was kind of confused with his response at first, but then after I understood, you know, he is much younger and he probably doesn't really know the way it was back in the days when people would walk around, you know, and their pumps would be holding onto their pockets and, you know, act and do all the things that a wife would do. You know, it's crazy. Anyways, that's my video. Kind of a little response video to the clip of the Veteranos from Hazard and to the Haters World, and just to clear up some of the misconceptions and the things that people believe about that going on. You go to prison, man, you got to watch everybody. You can't trust no one, nobody, no man. You can't trust staff, you can't trust the inmates, you can't trust your cell, you can't trust no one but yourself. And that's the best way to think at all times and stay on your toes and stay alive, you know? Because it's a funny place. Things happen fast. And anyways, this is my video. Strictly for educational purposes. I'm sure you know for a fact I'm not promoting any type of lifestyles or any type of activities or prison life or anything. It's something that I hope everybody avoids like a disease, and does everything that we do, everything to stay free and remain with our families and be the best men and women we can be. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you very much.